Welcome to Late Horror Show. Yes, that is Dave. He has joined me. Thank you, Dave.
Happy Thursday.
Yeah, happy Thursday. This is going to be fun. Got some interesting battles, and I will explain in a second. But we are starting off with Archie Bunker and George Jefferson. Who will win in an argument over business ethics? Huh? That's what we're going to do. So, sound fun, Dave?
Sounds terrific. I can't wait. So many 70s.
Yes. There's a lot of battles, and I will explain it in a second. Let's do the horror intro.
Is it just me? Or is it getting crazier out there?
Okay, yes, it's getting crazy, but it looks like I'm not going to be able to. Oh, there's Bo. What's going on, Bo?
Yeah, she's wanting to say hi to Connie.
And Dave Buffet is starring as Columbo. Yes. I'm going to do that second. Columbo versus Murder, She Wrote. So this is going to be interesting. Since you popped on, we'll get that number 2. Let me say hi to everybody. You know what? I can't see my chat again, but that's the way it goes. No,
well, we got Harry Scott, Horror Junkie for Life, Bubba, Connie, of course, Southern Coke Drinker Laura, Tony Horror Writer, WTF Horror and Sci-Fi, myself.
Oh, wow.
And I think that's
Harry Scott.
Andrea Black, yes.
And Harry Scott and WTF. Yeah, all these people. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Late Horror Show. We are going to have some fun. There's going to be kind of a battle. Not really a battle, but a versus on different scenarios between 70s and 80s characters. I was just telling Dave real quick, like we're going to start off with Archie Bunker versus George Jefferson. And it's kind of a battle. It's kind of an argument. And you guys are going to vote on who would win the argument. And it's an argument on business ethics. Okay. So, who would win that argument? And we can go back and forth. Don't just think George is the smart one. Archie might have some things to say. I have some things to say in Archie's defense, but we also have some other ones. Like I said, Columbo and Murder, She Wrote. Who would solve the case before the other? Jessica Fletcher. We'll do that. There's also Alex P. Keaton versus J.R. Ewing in a corporate takeover battle. So there's some different things here that are going to be very interesting and cool. I think so. Right, Dave? Yeah.
I think it's going to be great.
Okay. So with that, let's see. Oh, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, please. And check out all the links below and all that good stuff. Bill Boyer, what's going on? Good to see everybody. Horror Junkie for Life gifted a Late Horror Show membership to Billy Page, if he's around. Good to see you. Know you. Yeah. Okay, Dave, let's start off with, okay, you guys, this is how we're going to do it. I'm going to say Archie Bunker, George Jefferson. They're going up against each other, okay? And I'm going to give you strengths and weaknesses for both of them. I'd like to hear Dave's reasoning and who he might think, and then you're going to hear mine, and then you guys are going to take all that in, and we'll I'll put a poll up and we'll vote. But it's Archie Bunker versus George Jefferson in a verbal sparring match over business ethics. So that's it. Who would win? Right, Dave? I mean, who's going to win that?
It's pretty simple.
Is it? It's simple? Okay. Well, let me tell you this one. Here's okay. Let me get some strengths and weaknesses. Okay. When it comes to Archie Bunker, he is stubborn. Okay. He's street smart. That's good. He's very outspoken. That's a very good plus too. His weaknesses are his prejudices. Okay. So short-tempered, So I don't know what that means, Dave. I mean, would he blow his top immediately? I mean, I don't know. George Jefferson, his strengths are he is a businessman. He's entrepreneurial. He's cunning. He's assertive. He's arrogant, which is a weakness. And another weakness is impatient. And when it comes to Archie Bunker and George Jefferson, Dave, George Jefferson kind of runs out on Archie Bunker on a lot of arguments on the show. Have you noticed that?
He does. He does.
He does.
Mainly I think he's trying to get home to Wheezy.
Somebody said Wheezy would win. Listen, she's not in the battle here, but yeah, Wheezy would put them all in place. But yeah, my thing is George Jefferson is the smarter businessman. But when it comes to a verbal match, I think it's quite equal because Archie's not going to really back down. Whereas I've seen George, listen, not just because I'm an All in the Family guy, but I love George Jefferson too. But I've seen him back off and just run out. Like when Archie would say something, he'd just like, and he'd stomp his foot and kind of run out. That's not the case on Jefferson's because it's a different show. So take them both into consideration.
George Jefferson, he had a dry cleaners, right?
He did, dry cleaning store.
And then
then 2, and then 3.
Okay.
So yeah,
and Archie
he kept moving on up.
At a bar.
Yes.
Archie's
yes.
place.
Yes.
Now, are you going to do a poll, or are you going to just?
I'm going to do a poll. Let me put it up there. I mean, what are your thoughts? I mean, you could say if you want. I mean, is it
hands down? It is Archie Bunker. Nothing against George Jefferson. I think George Jefferson is a great businessman. He's got a deluxe apartment in the sky.
He does.
He's got some cool neighbors and everything like that.
He's got 4 bathrooms.
I think Archie Bunker is the everyman. He is going to bootstrap everything. You see the way that his house is laid out. He's got furniture that's 20 years old. Yeah. He will make it work. I think George Jefferson is a little bit, I don't want to say mamby-pamby, but he's got a taste of the good life. And I don't think that when it comes down to boots on the ground, that he can take Archie Bunker.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm kind of in the same boat, and even though you think of George Jefferson as the smarter businessman, which he is, again, like WTF said though here, sometimes Archie says some things that are so offensive there is no reasonable or civilized comeback. So that's why George may leave in some of those instances. But that's what I'm talking about. You got to take that into consideration. George Jefferson may say something very smart, when it comes to the argument with Archie, but Archie may just come back with something just as good, but throw in one of these idiotic, stupid, uncivilized sayings or quotes or something, and George would just look at him and go, and he just would run off. You know what I mean? So that's why I think he would get him every time. Just because
I agree. And I think even he would sell Meathead if he needed to.
I think he would too. Or Edith. Well, he'd have Edith.
Edith ended up passing away.
Well, yeah, later on. Oh. That was what? Season 10, 11? I don't know.
There's a lot of seasons of Archie Bunker.
Yeah. Man, boy, when we got down to... Okay, anyways, I am going to put up a poll. Listen, I know it's last minute. People will come back and rewatch this, I know. So whoever's here, vote away. We may only get 8 votes, 9 votes, whatever. But do you think Archie Bunker would win or George Jefferson? The poll is up, and go for it. But yeah, I mean, I definitely think Archie has one up on George, as smart as he is, because I mean, they kind of both don't back down, but again, Archie says the wrong thing. George is just leaving. So yeah, I think you're right. Meathead dare you. Let's see. What are people saying? My father loved Archie Bunker. My grandfather loved Archie Bunker, Dave. I think that's what got me just loving All in the Family. Sanford and Son, that's probably my second favorite those are on constant rotation when I wake up in the morning.
Well, there was so many just great shows in the 70s from these two, obviously the Jeffersons and everything. But as you had began watching Mary Tyler Moore,
Yep.
know,
Dick Van Dyke, Carol Burnett. I mean, we can
Price is Right with Bob Barker. It's a perfect day.
a game show. Yeah, you know what? There was a little period of time when I would just love watching The Price is Right and guessing the prices. I don't know. It's just
I love the golf one where he would just set up.
Yes.
Do that little putt for the people.
Well, like when the models come out and they go, "Oh, a brand new car," is that the right game show? I don't know. A brand new. Okay. Let's see. What are people saying? Oh, going against us. 12 votes. See, I knew there wouldn't be a lot. There's only like 18 people watching right now, but 75% say George Jefferson and 25% say Archie. And hello, Sears James and Bubba. Come on. I mean, see, I understand that the character Archie Bunker is, you can't put him on TV nowadays saying what I mean, it was a different time, a different era, right. but he was just he was a bumbling idiot when it came to social situations. And I think that was the whole point, to bring attention to everything, unrest, political unrest, racism, all that kind of stuff back in the day, right? I mean, that's what it was all about. So anyways, we won't talk more about that. Hey, Sergeant, what's going on?
I remember my grandfather kind of had the same type of exclamations like, "Oh, geez,"
Yeah.
As Archie would do and everything. And I loved as well.
Mine too.
Yeah, I loved when Maude came in and just started kind of like bossing Archie around. And it's just like,
yeah, that's the episode when Edith was sick and she told her to go to bed. I'll take care of Archie. And yeah, she put him in his place. So it was kind of funny. Okay, so it looks like, I mean, I gotta end it. 14 votes. George Jefferson's gonna win this. Me and Dave are on the outs on this one. So yeah, George Jefferson, 71%. Archie Bunker, 28%. What do you think about that, Dave?
No comment.
Okay.
Boy, the way Glenn Miller played.
What's that?
I said, boy, the way Glenn Miller played.
Oh man. Okay, so let's move on to Murder, She Wrote and Columbo. Okay. Right. This is going to be a battle scenario of whodunit showdown. Okay. So I will give you each of their strengths and weaknesses, and I think Dave will have a lot more to say on this one. So yes, it's Jessica Fletcher from Murder, She Wrote going against Columbo from Columbo. Jessica Fletcher strengths are sharp intellect, observational skills, and intuition. Jessica Fletcher's weaknesses are sometimes takes risks alone. So there you go. Columbo, his strengths are being perceptive, persistent, and he's an expert in unraveling lies. I do know that much. Yeah. Yes. His weaknesses are disheveled. Is it a weakness? I don't know. I don't think that's really a weakness. Underestimated by his foes is a weakness. So there's kind of, listen, both are adept at piecing together puzzles and unmasking culprits. We know that. Jessica's sharp intellect and intuition might give her a slight edge in deducing the whodunit first, but Columbo's dogged persistence and knack for getting people to underestimate him could allow him to catch details Jessica might overlook. It could go either way, depending on the complexity of the crime and the adversaries they face. So, Dave, what do you think?
Well, first of all, we should say hello to Sweet Indigo.
Yeah, Sweet Indigo, what's going on?
Now, our battle is who is going to solve the crime first, or?
Yes. There's a dead body in the middle of the room. Columbo comes in and Jessica Harper. They both come in at the same time. Who do you think is going to unravel this kind of mystery and figure out who done it first?
Well, here's the problem. Jessica's show is 60 minutes.
Okay.
Columbo's show is an hour and a half.
Well, I get you. I hear what you're saying. More time to solve the murder.
Jessica's be quicker at solving it. But I think Columbo is going to be, I mean, look, hands down, Columbo is going to get his criminal every single time.
Because of his doggedness.
His track record, 68-1.
Okay.
Only one person got away, and he let them get away.
How did you come up with 68-1?
Wow.
There
are 69 episodes. He captures the crook, the murderer, in all but one.
Look at Dave, man. He knows.
Jessica Fletcher, though.
Yeah.
The problem there is she has solved many, many, many more crimes.
Okay.
Although she may have committed some of those. So you know what? I am actually gonna go with Jessica Fletcher on this one.
Really? Okay.
That's gonna be my final answer. Because she has solved 244 mysteries.
But is it really the amount that you've solved? Yeah.
It's the amount, it's the time. Both of them have wonderful personalities that allow them different approaches, very much like you and I, to get to the solution.
Okay. Sergeant says these showdowns are giving me some Deadliest Warrior vibes. Nice. Okay. No, see, I can't. You know more about both of them, and do I go with you? I've started watching the Columbos and stuff, and I mean, his personality, the way he goes about solving these crimes, just seems relentless, and it seems like, from what I've researched, which I would take your word over everything I've researched, anyways, probably because you know them. But she takes risks alone. She's, she does have good intuition and sharp intellect, but I think Columbo just goes headstrong at things so hard and never lets the criminal go once he latches on that. I think Columbo would win, but I don't know. I take your word for it, though, because you know better than me.
He would identify the criminal early, definitely. Okay. Maybe earlier than Jessica Fletcher could. But I love also, as you mentioned, the relentlessness of Columbo. That there's one episode, and George Hamilton is the star. It's a 90s episode. Murder can be hazardous to your health. He follows him so much, and George Hamilton is the murderer. He's going into his company, and he tells the secretary, "Get rid of him." And Columbo's like following him in on a beeline.
But that's what I love about him. He doesn't.
He drives them crazy.
Yes, until he breaks them down, which gives you a hint after, especially all the episodes I've seen so far, of how he knows right away. I think his intuition himself tells him right away who that murderer is. And I haven't seen enough Murder, She Wrote. Does she seem to catch on as quickly as Columbo does in the show?
No, I think she's better at managing through all the clues.
Okay.
And then sometimes it's not even until the end of the show, very much like the old movies of the 1930s, where a clue is left out and they just wait for the murderer to show up. And it's like, whoever left that screwdriver, we knew was going to be the murderer. So we planted it there. Okay.
So poll is up. So, I go Columbo then. I don't know. I respect you, but I think I go Columbo. I think something of what I've seen so far is that he just picks up within the minute he sees the murderer. He picks up, and then he starts latching on and he goes with it. You're saying Murder, She Wrote, she doesn't quite so quickly, and it takes sometimes a slip up at the end to kind of reveal the murderer, which I love. But the person to solve the murder first, I think Columbo. I don't know. Let's see what everybody else is saying. So we're both in different fields here. Oh, well, look at this. 12 votes, 75% voting Jessica Harper, 25 for Columbo. I think Dave swayed them all.
It is Jessica Fletcher.
Oh, did I put Harper?
You're thinking Valerie Harper.
What the heck is wrong with me? I can't fix that, but you guys know what I'm talking about. How did I put Jessica Harper? What is wrong with me? Oh, Dave. I knew I should have just wrote Murder, She Wrote in Columbo. Oh, boy. But Jessica Fletcher has Jessica Harper. Jessica Fletcher has people that help her, that research for her. She's got an office, says Laura. Okay, well, Columbo's just got himself, and yeah, that's all he needs. Right? Am I wrong?
He does have Sergeant Burke.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Or Sergeant Wilson.
His lapdog, yeah.
Dog, yeah.
Boy, yeah, this is a blowout too. Wow. Jessica Fletcher. Okay, I gotta end this. I hate that Jessica Harper's even up there. Okay, Murder, She Wrote wins. Wow. Huh. I'm a little shocked because of how many Columbo episodes we've done on the show, and we haven't covered one Murder, She Wrote. But I think you convinced everybody at the beginning, Dave, is what happened. Yeah.
Overpowering.
Okay. Let's see. Let's do another one. Let's do a fun one here really quick. Oh, how about a parenting competition?
All right.
Between Al Bundy from Married with Children and Danny Tanner from Full House. Okay, Dave, you up for this? Here we go.
I don't know if I'm up for this one, but we'll see.
Okay.
What are their strengths?
Okay, so Al Bundy. His strengths are street smart, resilient, and tough. He ain't going to take any crap. His weaknesses are he's pessimistic and often lazy. Okay. Danny Tanner from Full House. Okay. He's optimistic is his strength. He's meticulous and he's caring. But his weaknesses is he's obsessive and overly cautious. So the better parenting skills. Well, let's see. In a challenge that tests one's ability to provide a nurturing and structured environment for kids, Danny's obsessive cleanliness and moral lessons give him an edge. But Al's resiliency and unexpected moments of good parenting, his general laziness and pessimism might not fare well in the competitive judge on active and positive child. I'm trying to read my thing. Child rearing practices. But Al Bundy. Okay, here we go. Danny Tanner, loving, caring, nurturing. Listen, all good stuff. Al Bundy, he shows it in his own way, Dave. Do you know much about Married with Children and Full House? Because Al Bundy, he does care, and he will make sure his kids, nothing happens to them, no matter what. He would rather have a train come and knock him down, really, than anything happen to his kids. I'm not sure that's going to make him win or not, but I mean, what do you think?
Well, I remember Al Bundy escorting one of Kelly's boyfriends out the door, and he missed the door. He just slammed him into the wall. Goes, "Oops, sorry."
Yes.
And throws him out.
Yeah.
I love the way, especially as well, that he has these great comebacks with Marcy, who lives next door.
Yes, yes. But good parenting skills. Do you go
I
with
would
Al Bundy,
rather
who's tough and won't let nothing happen to his kids?
I mean, he
Or
is kind of like an Archie Bunker type of character
yeah,
where you're gonna get some street smarts. You're gonna get some, calluses on your hand. You're going to um, be able to make it in the world if you're Al Bundy's kid.
exactly. He will make
Dan,
his kid like in the show itself. Dave, Al Bundy has taught his kids to do whatever it takes to make it, okay, to get somewhere,
yeah,
to do what they need to do, no matter what. So sometimes it's not the best way, but I don't. Listen, they're going to survive and be. I'm not worried about Al Bundy's kids. Whereas the Full House kids, Danny Tanner, being obsessive and a little overbearing, too much, may make the kids a bit weaker. And when they need a parent, what's going to happen when Danny Tanner isn't there? You know what I mean?
I think if someone gets their feelings hurt, all the Tanner kids are going to cry,
Yeah.
and all the Bundy kids are gonna just knock it off and move on to the next thing. So I'm actually going to go with Al Bundy on this one.
Okay, nice, nice. As weird as it sounds, I am too. I mean, I think when it comes to survive, listen, I'm in the school of make sure your kids can get through anything in life and survive and not worry about them. Danny Tanner, I think, might cause some issues, and a couple of those kids may see therapists in the future too. Sitting in the leather couch going, yeah, my father he would make us, you know what I mean?
Wash our hands before every meal.
Yeah. So listen, there you go. And we'll put up the poll. Listen, every stream I do sometimes is just a test to see how people like it. So we shall see. I think I'm having fun though. This is interesting. I like this. Hey, Tune the News. What's going on? Interesting, huh, Dave?
Very interesting. And just make
Yeah.
sure not to put down Danny Harper as the
No,
answer.
I didn't do Danny Harper. Oh, how idiotic of me. But Danny Tanner also protected his children and guided them just a more gentle way. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, no, Laura. Yeah, I mean, it could. Yeah.
And didn't already I think he did so anyway because I think he lost his wife. I'm not quite sure exactly why there was no wife in the picture on Full House, but he had DJ and I think Kim was the other one, and then there were the Mary-Kate Ashley Olsen baby.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and he had the others that were there in the household too. So it was kind of a group thing. So Danny Tanner had help by two other grown men who helped out. And then when the woman came, and I forget who's, anyways, Al Bundy was one man.
That's it.
And he took care of business.
Knew how to lead his family.
Yes. What man would go and sell shoes at minimum wage every single day to make sure there was no food on the table? I mean,
I love one of my favorite memories was when he went on vacation and he didn't leave the couch.
Right.
He just stood there. It's like kids can't talk to him. He's on vacation.
Yeah. There were so many good episodes of Married with Children. It was so good, and it was so groundbreaking at the time. I mean,
oh yeah.
I mean, what parent? It's right when Fox started off. You know what, Dave? Those were some good years when Fox just started broadcasting, and all these really different shows popped up. I mean, it was great. It was great. The poll seems to be leaning with us, Dave. Ending the poll. Al Bundy wins by 76%. Danny Tanner, 23%. Yeah, Danny Tanner might. Yeah, I think we're good. Yep. That's about it. Don't forget they had toaster leave-ins, kind of. Toast. Oh, on Married with Children. Crumbs. It was like the old Looney Tune cartoons. Married with Children was where there was a little pea and they would all share it and cut it in 4. Good stuff. I love it. So they went with us, Dave.
That's terrific. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Gold stars for everyone, right? Yeah.
Maybe half stars.
Half stars?
Yeah.
No! Pamela Tanner was killed by a drunk driver before the pilot. Oh, Connie.
Thanks for bringing us down, Connie.
Okay, let's go to another battle. Let's see. Oh, boy. Let's see. Which one should I go with? We have, oh, God, Michael Knight, Magnum PI. How about this one? Alex P. Keaton from Family Ties versus J.R. Ewing from Dallas. And what is the battle is going to be? The battle scenario is corporate takeover. So a corporate takeover simulation is what we're doing here. Strengths, Alex P. Keaton, intelligent, ambitious, and principled. His weaknesses are overly competitive and can be rigid. Okay, J.R. Ewing. He is also, he's a ruthless businessman, very ruthless. Who shot him? Who knows? He's very charismatic. His weaknesses, unethical, manipulative. So he's kind of the evil of the two, I think.
He is.
Yeah. Any thoughts on that, Dave?
Oh, yeah. I got some thoughts. Hands down, this is going to be 100% J.R. Ewing is going to win this. J.R. Ewing is going to get down. He's going to get dirty. The best J.R. Ewing quote I've got for you. He's in the police station. Police captain asks, "What do you take in your coffee?" And he looks straight at him and he says, "Bourbon." J.R. Ewing is so fun, so very true manipulative.
Okay.
You know, I mean, this is a guy who cheats on his wife. You don't think he's going to cheat on his taxes too? He's going to do whatever it takes to make
the corporate takeover.
Make Ewing Oil the very, very best. We've seen that in season after season after season of Dallas. Alex P. Keaton, love him. Love him, absolutely. One of my favorite TV shows, Family Ties.
Yeah.
However, inexperienced. He's got the knowledge, he's got the smarts, he's got the charisma, but he doesn't have the experience that J.R. Ewing does. So Alex P. Keaton's going to go down the regular path, and his car is going to get put into a ditch by J.R. Ewing.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I mean, I think you're 100% correct. I mean, I think the only thing Alex P. Keaton has going for him is everything he does, he comes out on top. You know what I mean? So there is that. I mean, I don't think I've ever remembered an episode where he lost or he didn't win.
The drug episode.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah.
Where he just, missed the exam or something like that because he had taken too many drugs that had kept him up. And
the speed.
Mallory, gotten them for him.
And and when you say drugs, it was, listen, it's bad. It's like drinking coffee. He was taking speed. It was a drug. And
I remember the dad looking out in the backyard and he's all, "What are all those trenches?" He goes, "I'm putting in an irrigation system." It's just, he had done so much because the speed, just affected him.
Yeah, no, very true. Very true. That was one downside. But again, you had very good points on everything. I mean, he's tenured. He's older. He's mean. He's ruthless. He doesn't care what happens to anybody. So, I mean, I do think this is probably an easy one. There's the poll. You guys can vote on it. I think this is going to blow away. Poor Alex P. Keaton, though. I mean, I think if given the chance, he can most definitely be a better at it than J.R. Ewing, I think, in a positive way, whereas J.R. Ewing does everything in an evil way. Money, Oh, I don't know. Jamie O, what is going on? Similar to Jesse on Saved by the Bell, Speed to Study. Yeah, okay. Yes. Speed was a big deal back in the 80s, man. And yeah, lots of shows put them in their plot. Good to see you, Jamie O. Jamie O.
It is. Please don't mention Saved by the Bell again, though.
What's that?
I said, please don't mention Saved by the Bell again. Though.
Oh, Saved by the Bell. Listen, there's something to be said for Saved by the Bell.
No,
maybe a little.
Let me tell you my Saved by the Bell story.
Okay.
So here I am. It's 1986, and I
Okay.
am working weekends at the Garden Center.
Yeah.
And I have my lunch at 12 o'clock because at 12 o'clock, I get 3 episodes of the Three Stooges.
Okay.
Black and white, small TV.
Yeah.
I got my Wendy's chili and frosty, some fries. It's great. Every Saturday, every Sunday, the same routine. 1988 rolls around. I turn on the Three Stooges, and there's this show called Saved by the Bell.
No.
It ruined my life. I didn't know how to recover. So I will never.
Yeah, if Saved by the Bell, yeah, it came on and took over Three Stooges time slot.
Three Stooges.
I get what you're saying, Dave.
Curse you, Channel 5 KTLA.
Oh man, Kenneth, what's going on? Does anyone remember the show Dinosaurs? Yes, with Earl and the baby dinosaur. That would say I'm getting a baby. Gotta get baby love. I'm still determined to get Dave to watch at least one episode of Little House on the Prairie.
That's terrible, Jamie.
Yeah, I'm not saying nothing. Jamie's a big fan of Little House on the Prairie. But anyways, I don't remember. Anyways, moving on. So let's see what the poll says. It's kind of close, but J.R. Ewing's winning 67% to Alex B. Keaton 33%. Okay. And again, you always get half the votes because I think some people just don't know how to vote. But I'm going to end the poll. J.R. Ewing wins. J.R. Ewing wins. Good job, Dave. Yeah. I mean, I kind of figured that anyways, but yeah, everybody say hi to Jamie O. Jamie O. Okay, so here we go. Here's a good one, Dave.
Right, I can't wait.
This one's going to be a charm off in a social setting between Sam Malone from Cheers, who's very charming, and Hawkeye Pierce from MASH. Okay. So Sam Malone, his strengths are very charismatic. He's very athletic and good-hearted. His weaknesses are he's a womanizer, but he's also charming and charismatic, and some of the women let him. Anyways, he's a womanizer. That's his weakness. Sometimes shallow, sometimes very dunce-like. Hawkeye Pierce from MASH, highly intelligent. He's quick-witted and compassionate. His weaknesses, though, are cynical. He's very cynical. He uses humor to deflect, which isn't a good thing when you're trying to charm people in a social setting. That's not good. Both characters have a significant amount of charm and wit. Hawkeye's intelligence and depth of compassion combined with his human might endure him in a social circle, even though Sam's athletic background and good-natured demeanor would make it a close contest. Me, Dave, I think it's Sam Malone. I mean, I think he's so like childlike and naive that he charmed the pants off anyone. That's my thought process. In Hawkeye, I mean, I just think, I don't know. Am I missing something, Dave?
You're not missing anything.
Okay.
I think Sam Malone is an amazing character.
Yes.
I love watching Cheers. Hold on as Bo settles down in my lap. I love Sam Malone. I think he's funny. He's charismatic. He's good looking. He's tall. He's an ex-athlete. There's nothing that wants me to like move away from him. You know?
Right. Yeah.
And when I look at Hawkeye Pierce, cool guy, doctor, saving lives. That's great. If there's one TV show I don't need to watch ever again, it's that.
But we're not basing it on hating because, yes, of course, I like Cheers better than MASH. But
likewise.
Yeah. But I think there's a magnetic appeal to Sam Malone that comes across on the show that doesn't come across on MASH. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In my opinion.
And we get to, obviously, we get to see Sam in more of social settings than we see Hawkeye. Right.
True.
So, yeah, I'm 100% Sam Malone.
Okay. Well, let's let them vote.
Although I do question his taste on occasion.
Wait a second. Who are you referring to?
Shelly Long.
Oh man! Listen, Dave.
You got Sam and Diane. People make it sound like it's Luke and Laura from that soap opera.
Right. Poll is up. Go and vote.
I love Shelly Long. I love her in the Money Pit and stuff like that. She just kind of drained me. Night Shift was great. She just kind of drained me a little bit on Cheers, and I don't really like Kirstie Alley on Cheers either.
No.
So no. Between Kirstie Alley and Shelly Long, I'll take Shelly Long.
Yeah.
But still, it's just kind of like Shelly Long was great for Frasier, not for Sam Malone.
I think Shelly Long. Listen, I thought she was very cute in so many different ways because of her. In a way, she was naive to the way that people related in the bar. You know what I mean? And different, because she was in just such a higher. What happened? Shelly Long ruined Cheers. Connie, what? No. Shelly Long.
Those are strong words from Connie.
Yeah, holy Moses. Wow. Okay. There was something about Shelly Long that just, the puppy dog face, always trying to help people out, and her caring heart, and how much, I don't know. I really, really liked her. But anyways, there was kind of like this schoolgirl graduate level. I'm super smart, but not street smart type of. Oh boy, we are close though. We got some MASH fans, I think. 11 votes. It's 55% to Sam Malone and 45 to Hawkeye. Listen, 22 people in the stream. If you guys hit that blue box, you can open it up and vote. Let's see if we get any more than 11 votes. But again, it's close, but Sam Malone is in the lead. And I think that's, let's see. Never liked Shelly Long, says Connie Clary, no matter what she played. Oh, really? Okay. Again, everybody has their own opinion. So, okay, Connie. We'll tone it down with the Shelly Long talk. Okay, let me end the poll. Ending the poll with Sam Malone winning. So Sam Malone, yes. And I think that's correct. Just so charismatic. Such a good guy, really, when you come down to it. I hated when Coach ended up passing away and leaving the show.
I agree. But one of my favorite things at the very end of the season or series finale was when Sam straightened Coach's picture on his way out.
Yes. Very, very good. Because I think Coach is part of what made the show at the beginning. People catch on at the beginning, and Coach was just unbelievable. And when Woody Harrelson came in, it definitely gave it a different feel and different vibe. Woody, he was great. Yeah. I liked him. But when you got Coach and then you go to him, it's just, it's like that thing like, oh, why's he got to be here? Why can't Coach be here? You know what I mean? That's kind of how I felt.
I always, when I think of Woody Harrelson, I think of the Kelly song.
The Kelly song. What's the Kelly song?
Where he doesn't have enough money for a gift for this girl that he wants to date. And I guess they end up getting married. And so he writes her a song. And he's like, Kelly, 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 Kelly. Why? Because you're Kelly, 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 Kelly. You know, and it's just a silly song. But, you know, it's just, you know, it's a great show. Likewise, I'm not as big on Woody Harrelson in that role.
But it was still a great show with him. Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Of course.
But I miss Coach cleaning out all the beer bottles. This Norm coming in. Norm, you know.
Yeah, good stuff. Okay, so let's move to another one. Let's go Magnum PI, Thomas Magnum, versus Michael Knight, Knight Rider, in a high-stakes scavenger hunt. Okay? So that is the battle scenario. High-stakes scavenger hunt between Magnum PI and Michael Knight from Knight Rider. Okay? So Thomas Magnum, resourceful, his strengths, physically skilled, and his charm. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. Weaknesses, acts on impulse, sometimes reckless. That's not good. It's going to get you in a lot of trouble, Thomas. Michael Knight from Knight Rider. His strengths, tech savvy, very strategic, and he's supported by Kit. Knight Rider, the car, Kit. His weaknesses are reliant on technology, and he's a lone wolf. I almost think that's not a weakness, lone wolf and reliant on technology. I think it helps a little bit. So let's see. Magnum's resourcefulness and physical skills could give him an edge in more traditional aspects of a scavenger hunt. But Michael's technological support from Kit, including advanced scanning and analytical capabilities, would be a significant advantage. It might ultimately come down to the nature of the scavenger hunt itself. If it leans more on tech and information, of course, we know all this. If it's hands-on and stuff, but I don't know. Dave, what do you think? Do you have enough?
I think I almost don't care. All right. So here's the deal. If you ask me, do I want to watch Magnum PI or Knight Rider, I'm going to watch Magnum PI. I like the shirts, which is usually the way I dress. I like the vacation destinations in Hawaii. As Harry Scott mentioned, we've also got Higgins in the mix. However, on the scavenger hunt, I am going to go with Michael Knight because he does have Kit, because he is a lone wolf, because I think he will get his hands dirty and eventually win.
Okay. It looks like a couple people are already jumping on, well, Mike the Knight, Kit, but Magnum has Higgins. Magnum, I'm sorry, but it's Tom Selleck in a Ferrari on a beach, hands down Magnum PI. David Hasselhoff has hooked on a feeling that's a 100-point lead, at least, Noob says.
Well, let me tell you, David Hasselhoff also starred in a movie that you have to go way back for. It's called WB Blue and the Bean. It is a cult classic. The entire movie, they keep asking him, what does WB stand for? At the very end, it comes out, it's white bread.
Really? Okay. Never seen it. Don't know.
Oh, man. You got to dust that off because it is deep in the archives.
Okay. Wow. It looks like a lot of Magnum PI fans here over Knight Rider, but Kit, he has Kit at his exposal. I think it's Knight Rider hands down in a scavenger hunt. I think Kit would have a lot more technology to be able to, do scans or pull up information on the quick, for locations and everything else. Whereas Magnum PI, he's going to have to be hands on the, feet on the ground and stuff like that. Yeah. So in my eyes, I don't think it's, I think it's Knight Rider, no problem. Right, Dave? Right?
I agree. And I think they have equally good theme songs.
Okay, you know what? I'll do Connie's thing. I'll add an option for both. Although we're not getting enough votes today because it's been last second that I don't think anybody's knows the stream's on, but
that's okay. And I do want to point out earlier on when you were reading, Jamie made some very nice comments about the thumbnails that you created, especially for this episode.
Did she? Well, thank you, Jamie. I'm having issues with Restream where I'm not able to see all of the. Let's see. I'm trying to go back now because I want to see it. I want to see what Jamie said. Okay, let me put the poll up. Knight Rider, Magnum PI, or both. You have a choice. Pick any one. But yeah, I guess it depends on the scenarios. Hey, Tau Flautermouse and Okra. Hey, overnight tonight, another good mix of detective shows. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. It seems like everybody's been enjoying the radio style version of what I'm doing with it's just, it's going to be kind of detective shows and maybe something else thrown in there, but it's just a surprise. You plop it on at night. You can go, oh, Richard Diamond just popped on, so, kind of an interesting thing. I like the way I'm doing that. Listen, I've been doing this for so many years, Dave, that, I think just making a twist and surprise because everything's been cataloged kind of, and can be found, so I'm just kind of surprising people with these nice streams at night. So anyways, let's see what people are thinking. Do you like surprise streams or do you want the timestamps in there, Dave?
I'm OCD. I got to have the timestamps.
Okay. I figured you would say it. Thank you. Let's see. 16 votes. We have Magnum PI, 56%. 31% say both, and Knight Rider says 12. I wonder if the 31% would have went to Knight Rider, but I put both in there.
No, anyway. I think it would have gone to Magnum.
Yeah, I think it still is going to go Magnum PI. So yeah, 17, 16, 17. Oh, somebody changed their mind. They went from Magnum PI to Knight Rider. Okay, very interesting. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we can end the poll. Looks like Magnum PI wins. The timestamps look like a lot of work. Oh God, yes. That's why I'm trying to convince everybody that surprise streams are a beautiful thing, and they are, I think. Anyways, Magnum PI wins. Both 29% and Knight Rider 17%. We'll take this to the top of the hour, Dave, if that's fine, and we'll do one more.
Let's do one more.
Okay, so let's see. Let's see, what should I do? I got a couple more. Well, actually, I think I only put down one more, so maybe I was just counting on an hour then. Okay, so here we go. Last one of the night, Dave. Daisy Duke from the Dukes of Hazzard versus Kelly Garrett from Charlie's Angels.
And this is Kelly.
What's that?
Which one is Kelly?
Oh God, let me look up again. Oh boy, she was Jacqueline Smith.
Okay.
Jacqueline Smith.
All right.
Okay. Jeez, my brain. It's burning up. WB Blue and Bean, available on YouTube if anyone wants to check it out. WB Blue and Bean is on YouTube. Okay, thank you, Jamie. I might have to check it out if Dave says it's worth watching.
Yeah, I mean, it's pure crap, but it's watching.
It's good crap. Okay. Hey, Linda, what's going on? Listen, David Hasselhoff movie.
I actually saw it on, I think it was Joe Bob Briggs actually played it. Yeah.
Okay, so it's got to be fun. Okay. Paul Ham both. Okay, so Daisy Duke, the Dukes of Hazzard, versus Kelly Garrett from Charlie's Angels in an undercover mission. Okay, Daisy Duke, her strengths, her shorts. I mean, resourceful, excellent driver, and she's physically fit. Her weaknesses can be underestimated, okay, or loyal to a fault. Yeah, Bo and Luke Duke. She's very, very loyal. Kelly Garrett, her strengths. If you guys remember Charlie's Angels, it's she's intelligent, skilled in combat and espionage, and she's very versatile. Weaknesses, trust issues, sometimes takes unnecessary risks. So there you go. So while Daisy's resourcefulness and driving skills are unparalleled in the Hazard County, Kelly's training in espionage and hand-to-hand combat may give her a distinct advantage in an undercover mission requiring a blend of subtlety, intelligence, and ability to neutralize threats. But if we're in a small town like Hazard County, Daisy Duke may have the upper hand because she knows the whereabouts and every single spot in the county. But yeah, so there you go. Daisy Duke, Kelly Garrett. Dave, any thoughts?
Well, I'd like to be under the covers with I'm sorry. I am 100% with Jacqueline.
Wait, don't sound like 100%. You hesitated.
I didn't think of her name.
Oh.
Because I was like, it's Kelly. I can't remember, but I know it's Jacqueline Smith. Jacqueline Smith is so beautiful and so elegant and someone who's going to age gracefully. It's someone you could take and dress up. It's someone that would look good in a bikini at the beach. She knows how to handle a gun. All that Daisy Duke knows how to handle is a pitcher of beer. Okay.
And those Daisy Dukes.
I mean, look, yeah, she looks good. But when it comes to espionage, when it comes to an undercover plot, she's going to give herself up just like that. And so it's always going to be my Angels.
Okay. Listen, I mean, I think I'm going to agree. I think, like I said, if we were just in Hazard County, maybe it's a different story because, you know, she knows how to get around and she is very resourceful. She's a good driver. But I think hands down, I think Kelly Garrett, Charlie's Angels, she's deep in some bigger kind of missions than Daisy Duke has ever been in or ever would be in and can handle herself. So, yeah, I mean, I think this is kind of a no-brainer. But fun. Jacqueline Smith for the win, says Paul Ham. Yeah. Okay, let me start the poll. I'm going to put the poll up there.
And
Dave's Angels. Now that's a series I need. Really, Jamie? Okay. How about Dino's Angels? Huh?
No, it's more like Dino's Devils and then Dave's Angels.
It's Dino's what? What's
Devils?
Dino's Devils and Dave's Angels. Okay. Okay, I'll take that. That's fine. Yeah, I get the Devils. Okay, so yeah. Poll is up. What day?
You can have Bosley as well.
But
I do have, once we're done with
Bosley
like that, I do want to have one more that I would like to ask you. And
okay,
we'll see what the chat says as well.
Sounds good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If Dave only lived close by, we could film a little small series. I think we could do.
We could, yeah. And we would stop by that candy shop right by your place.
We could do that. Yes. Be a Sweeties Candy Company. Oh, too good. Dino and the 7 lady truckers of Loudermouse. The 7 ladies truckers. Okay. Oh man. Daisy drove a Jeep.
She did.
Says Harry Scott. And by the way, Hi Boy Donuts. Thank you, Harry. Okay, so this is going by the way of Kelly Garrett at 60%, and Daisy Duke gets 40%. So some love going there for both. I like that. Yeah. But we're at 15 votes. Let's see. I think it may stay at that.
Are there
Listen,
more
go ahead.
votes or more thumbs up?
Oh, I don't even know. Let me refresh. 36 thumbs up. Listen, this was a rare occurrence where I think I popped up right an hour before and just went ahead with a stream, and it's for fun. Gotta have fun some days, right? Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna end it. 16 votes. 62% went to Charlie's Angels, Kelly Garrett. Good job, people. Good job. And Dave has one last one. He has something. So what do we got, Dave?
You who your favorite angel is, because there's a number of them. There's Kate Jackson,
Yes.
Farrah Fawcett, Jacqueline Smith, Cheryl Ladd, Shelley Hack, and Tanya Roberts.
Boy, they're
all girls.
They're all girls?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's interesting.
Boy. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying not to be silent here. I'm really trying to think.
Oh, there's also Cheryl Ladd, but yeah, that's she. I did say her.
Was Cheryl Tiggs ever a
no?
No. And we're only going old school, right? We're not going any
correct. Yep.
Yeah, movies, new stuff or anything like that.
Yeah.
Farrah Fawcett, that's the easy way. Everybody did like her, but I'm gonna go with I think Cheryl Ladd. I think she's my I'm trying to dang it, Dave. Yeah. No, Cheryl Ladd. Cheryl Ladd.
It's kind of like Girl Scout cookies. It's like there's 7 great boxes. Like which one do I want? And Farrah Fawcett's the thinnest.
Yeah, it's kind of a tough question because I mean they're all beautiful ladies. They're all good at what they do, and they all were great on the show. It's just tough. I say Cheryl Ladd because she's the one that I think in that time frame I kind of had when I watched Charlie's Angels kind of a crush on Cheryl Ladd. I remember everybody talking about Farrah Fawcett, and she is, of course, I think the top for a lot of people. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
But she was like I'd say she's like Chrissy Snow on Three's Company, but I wouldn't pick Chrissy Snow as my favorite. I think Terry maybe or Jan. I don't know. Anyways, Dave, go ahead.
Three's Company talk another time.
The sun went down there too on Dave.
It did. I got some clouds. We're gonna have some rain tomorrow.
Okay. So
I think growing up when we did, everyone had Farrah Fawcett posters in their bedroom, right? She's beautiful, but not my choice. My choice, oddly enough, is Kate Jackson, who played Sabrina Duncan in 69 episodes.
Okay.
Second is Cheryl Ladd, because you can't look that good in a bikini. She's stunning.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Tanya Roberts is my least favorite.
Yeah, I loved her in that 70s show. She was also a Bond girl, but I loved her. Her best thing that I'm ever going to remember her from is that 70s show. But anyways, Cheryl Ladd for me, and I think same. Kate Jackson, I mean, maybe second, but it's like I said, it's a tough choice because, they're also Jacqueline Smith was great too. She was very beautiful. So But yeah, okay, there you go. Did we ever talk about the Three's Company thing? Are you a Janet, Chrissy, or Terry? Or you were Cindy? No.
Hold on, let me bring up Three's Company here.
Okay, so it's Suzanne Summers. Well, it's Chrissy Snow.
Dislike Suzanne Summers.
What's that? You disliked her?
I dislike Suzanne.
Okay, yeah. I almost think I remember you saying Cindy was your favorite. Whereas I think I remember talking about Terry as being my favorite.
You're right. It is Cindy Snow. Jenny Lee Harrison is my favorite.
Okay, so yeah, we did talk
Janet
about
is my second favorite.
who is
Janet.
okay, yeah.
Followed by
Terry. Yeah. I mean, it's close between Terry and Janet because Janet was there from the beginning to the end. She had so many different stages, but there was something stiff about Janet at times that that kind of got to me. But it doesn't mean that. Well, yeah, the haircut changed. Her haircut changed so many times over the period of the show. Anyways, Paul Ham says Cindy. You want to do Ginger or Marianne too? We can do Ginger or Marianne. I'm a Marianne guy. Yeah, I'm a Marianne. 100%. Yeah, I don't need the tall redhead. Well, let me take that back. But no, Marianne. I'm a Marianne. Kojak or Beretta? Oh, Dave. You guys are throwing out some good ones. Linda Bear says Kojak or Beretta. Hold on.
I've never seen Beretta.
Oh, you didn't?
No. It wasn't really on where I lived.
Beretta wasn't on where you lived? Hold on.
Who is the star of Beretta?
Oh God, it's the kid, that guy that was blamed for murder and all that stuff. Oh God, hold on.
One of the little rascals.
Yes.
Robert Blake.
Robert Blake. Yeah. I don't know why. Well, I know why I couldn't remember, but yeah, Robert Blake and Beretta was an awesome show. If you haven't seen it, it's probably a show that you would.
Is it better than Little House on the Prairie?
Oh no, is Jamie still watching? Stop it. No, there's a good one though too, but we got to get through this one first. Oh man, you guys are saying such good ones. Okay, Beretta or Kojak? I'm going Kojak. Kojak.
Go Kojak. Just Kojak, just because I haven't seen the other.
And I've seen them both. And listen, Beretta's a good show too, but Kojak is classic. Okay, I have to go with the next one because this is just Mr. Roper or Don Knotts. Mr. Roper or Don Knotts. I mean, that is. What's that?
I go, do you want to read their strengths?
Oh, do you not remember?
No, I remember. I'm just, because you normally did the strengths and weaknesses on the others.
Because Don Knotts was on longer. Then when you see Don Knotts, you kind of reflect to what other stuff he's done, which makes him even more like lovable and as a character. But Mr. Roper.
Norman Fell had that look. He would just, he'd break that fourth wall, and he had to put up with Mrs. Roper.
Yeah.
But I'm still going Don Knotts because you can't beat the karate chops.
Okay, Don Knotts. You're going Don Knotts. Okay.
And the white collars. Oh my gosh, he just did that so well.
I'll say this. I love Don Knotts so much in everything he's done. Andy Griffith, the movies he's done, but I still have to go Mr. Roper. He is just too iconic in that role. And yeah, I don't know what to say. Too iconic. Jamie says KABC aired it when we were kids. Dave, I'm from Santa Barbara. Same Nielsen market back then.
Okay.
Interesting. Sally Skellington. What's for Attaboy Luther? Yep, I loved him on The Ghost of Mr. Chicken. Don Knotts. What else? People were throwing up some stuff. Knotts are okay. What else do we got here? Maybe we should just end it. Let's see. Rockford Files is great. Matlock, Rockford Files. Listen, they've got to be against each other. What do you guys? Ginger Mary, Tony Vincenzo or Lou? What? Tony Vincenzo or Lou Grant? Tony Vincenzo or Lou Grant? Oh God! I mean, come on, you guys. It's of course it's Lou Grant, right, Dave? I mean, Tony Vincenzo is if they gave him more time,
Yeah,
then maybe.
I like Vincenzo better. I don't like Ed Asner.
Yeah, okay. You don't like. Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Because he only can play one part. He's like the George Costanza, but he's older and he's angrier.
Yeah. Hey, help me out. Otis or Foster Brook? Who's Foster Brook? Remind me.
Oh, Foster Brook is crazy white hair, Dean Martin contemporary comedian. He was in Blazing Saddles.
Foster Brook. Foster Brook. Hold on. Let me.
Ironically, I know Foster and not Otis.
Otis from Andy Griffith's show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I watched.
Okay, yeah, I know Foster Brooks. Well, I see. I don't know what you're replying, Andrea Black, as characters in what, because Otis is a drunk on Andy Griffith's show. I haven't seen him on anything else. Whereas Brooks has been on many other things. So I still go with Otis. I like him. He's a great character. But if you love old detective shows, Rockford can be really appreciated. He got knocked on the head in almost every episode, never got paid. You want to just end it, Dave, or you want to? They keep coming up with some good stuff, but
they do. Well, I want to go to Santa Barbara now because it's a lot nicer than where I live.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. So maybe you should go there. Yeah, Mannix. On that one.
Not Mannix either. Mannix.
I never watched Mannix. No. I'm trying to think of some other shows. How about this? Oh God, this is a tough one though. Which show did you like the best? All in the Family or Sanford and Son? Is there one you would pick one over the other?
Ooh.
I got to put a poll up for this.
That's kind of the same show.
But I know it's almost equal for me, and it's almost something that you would have to pull my hair to get me to yell a name. But I think if you pulled my hair for me to yell a name, I think I would say All in the Family by a hair.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah.
I'm going with All in the Family too.
And I want to see what actually, because this is something I'd like to know what the audience thinks. Sanford and Son. Pick your favorite show out of the two, everybody. Poll is going up now. I'm curious. It is tough because, man, do I love Sanford and Son. But All in the Family, man. And it went on so many years. Let's see. That's a tough one, yes. Okay, Mannix versus Barnaby Jones.
Yeah, I mean, Sally mentions how good Red Fox was. If you had said Red Fox versus Carol O'Connor, I'd probably go Red Fox.
Yeah, no, I probably would too. Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, Red Fox makes Sanford and Son. I mean,
he does.
As All in the Family, it's a family. They all make the show. You know what I mean? Hell, it spawned off how many different other shows, you know what I mean? So, but again, I love them almost equally. You would have to pull my hair out to get me to choose one. Hey, Boo, Spanier, Cassiopeia, they're so good, both of them. Yes, they are. Sanford and Son, but All in the Family had some real life things. There's James. Yes. Okay, you know what? Hold on, Jamie. That's a good question. Okay, let me see what people are picking. 16 votes, All in the Family in the lead. Going. Yeah, you know what? I think we're there. I think the majority pick All in the Family. over Sanford and Son. Not by a whole lot. Not by a whole lot. Jamie does bring up a good, I know which way this would go anyways. Johnny Dollar or Johnny Ryder, Dave? My own Johnny Ryder detective stories or Johnny Dollar. I'm going with Johnny Ryder. I mean, this dude's got it all. He's as hard boiled as they come, Dave.
You would, Patsy. Yeah, listen, I'm going with Johnny Dollar.
I know. I love your honesty, Dave.
I mean, that was just a softball for me.
Oh, come on. Come on. I thought those are good stories, Dave.
Yeah.
But, it's totally different because it's a story and Johnny Dollar's an old-time radio show where actors are acting it out.
I just love how he adds everything up at the end.
Well, yeah, true.
Expenses $35.12. Signed, Johnny Dollar.
Exactly. Oh, my God, we're at 9:16. Okay. You know what? Yeah, Dave, thanks for joining me here tonight.
Yeah, that was fun. I was just it was so funny because I was headed out and I saw your thumbnail and I'm just like, hey, they're going to do a live show. So
okay, cool. Well, so where are you going then? Coffee?
I'm going to grab coffee. Absolutely.
Then you're going to eat.
Actually, I ate a little bit earlier, but I got some Girl Scout cookies the other day. I'm going to chow down on those and some coffee, do some grading, and maybe even do some prep for our upcoming Sunday show. Join us on Sunday at 5 p.m., 8 p.m. Western, Pacific, I guess that would be. And
8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to be doing Cold Shack. I can't remember the episode. The Energy Eater. There it is.
Yes. The Energy Eater.
It's episode 10. We're halfway through the series.
Halfway through, Dave. We're almost there. And I'm going to do the first episode of The Outer Limits, the galaxy being. So I'll be talking about that.
Just one episode?
Yeah, I'm going to take it one episode at a time like I do everything else. Yeah.
Was The Outer Limits an hour show, half-hour show?
I think that this one is I don't know if it continues that way, but I think it's an hour show.
Okay.
Yeah. And listen, I could be wrong. You think I would look into it?
I haven't seen The Outer Limits since the 70s.
Oh, same here. Well, not since the 70s. I was too young. And anyways, but yeah, we were too young, Dave. What were you in your crib watching The Outer Limits?
Yeah.
Or reruns. I remember them.
It was reruns in between. Okay. I would watch Evel Knievel jumps, and then they would, I'd switch over to Outer Limits, and then the Monsters, and then Wild Wild West, which, by the way, we've already got 1,200 hits.
Yes.
That particular show. And we're just under 1,000 with our guest hosts from Columbo Confab. So thank you all for watching those.
Yepers. Okay, so fun. Thank you, Dave, for joining me. Thanks, everybody, for hopping in here and having some fun with us. Listen, we got to have fun, right? Anyways, last words, Dave, if any.
Don't